Hello guys, I know it's been quite a while since I've done my last review video. I've just been cracking on with reading loads of stuff so I can give you guys videos in big bulks. I apologise for any noise that you hear outside. There is somebody nailing things to a roof and it's driving me nuts, but I can't do anything about it at the minute, so apologies if you hear that. The book that I'm going to be reviewing today is Girl Up by Laura Bates. She's also the writer of Everyday Sexism. It's been sat on my bookshelf for about the last nearly 3 years, and I don't know really why I stopped myself from reading it. I have a feeling it was purely because it was a feminism-laden book and I was scared of what I was going to read. Maybe it was going to scare me out of wanting to identify as being a feminist. Maybe it was going to change my view on what I thought feminism was for not a great reason. But one thing I would say about the book straight off is take from it what you need. Circle of shame and the idea that you should dress for your figure if you're an apple shape or a pear shape or an hourglass figure. For someone like me who has an athletic hourglass figure, that's really difficult to cater for in the high street because I have quite mussy legs. I have a lot of toned parts of my body. A lot of high street wear doesn't really suit me or doesn't fit me very well, so I have to go for wearing a lot of dresses that leave a lot of freedom for my legs or for my shoulders. I have to wear leggings or have to find specialist jeans that are going to suit me and are going to fit me without constricting my legs. So the high street really doesn't cater for every woman, and this kind of remarks at the joking way that you should fit into this certain perimeter, I guess. Another one is don't get a reputation. I think Taylor Swift's most recent video kind of shows you exactly what it means to get a reputation, and there's nothing wrong with it. You know, she is who she is, I am who I am. Getting a reputation is not necessarily a bad thing. I know that for myself, I've got myself a reputation as being someone who does a lot of stuff and does a lot of different things to keep herself occupied, but also I'm someone who's very strong-willed and very sort of thoughtful and proactive and wanting to do things for myself a lot. And that doesn't mean that I'm selfish, that means that I want to do things that are going to benefit other people later on. So being a teacher, being a YouTuber, you know, being a bookseller even, these things are going to help other people at some point or another, not just for myself. This is one that made me chuckle just now, was don't intimidate a guy by being too smart. This is exactly how me and my boyfriend got together, was the fact that I was clever and the fact that we were both clever and thoughtful and thought-provoking with each other. I'm sorry, but for myself, if I was trying to get with a guy who was not very thoughtful and not really very intelligent, I would start to question my own intelligence, and I would think, well, actually, why am I trying to pursue that? The whole scene in Mean Girls when Katie is trying to dumb herself down to seem attractive to the guy she's after, and it's so stupid. It's such a stupid thing to do. And Aaron says in the film, that's stupid, that's a really stupid thing to do. And I love the fact that that's pointed out. I love the fact that he points that out. It just makes me a bit more happier. Another section in this talks about how the idea of the media can make a woman feel really bad about themselves, and how that can influence how they act, how they dress, how they present themselves. But there is a very good sort of illustration here which dictates that and describes that, which is, does this form of media make you feel terrible? Yes, stop consuming it. I have made an absolute conscious effort to make sure that I don't expose myself to too much stuff that makes me feel terrible. I don't read sort of like the glamour magazines, Cosmopolitan, Women's Health anymore, because I know that a lot of it is censored and changed to look like something else, and it's airbrushed and it's this and it's that and whatever. I don't really pay much attention to adverts that are very overly feminised, and me and my boyfriend make fun of all of the adverts, like the man and the woman driving together the man and the woman driving towards each other on motorbikes and stuff, and it's just completely thralling with sexual tension and all this sort of thing, and it's just like, oh, I can't watch it without laughing anymore. The other one that makes me giggle and makes me uncomfortable, but also I can see how it kind of pokes fun at itself, is the Chanel advert with Keira Knightley, you know, the one where she's on a motorbike and it's like, this is a man's world, you know. She is clearly in an advert which says, this is a man's world, but my god, she is a badass, she's sexy, and her man, the guy sort of like looking to her, is running after her, not the other way round, and he's kind of following her, not the other way round. I would definitely say take from this book what you need from this book, and please don't be put off by the fact that this is quite a heavy, overtoned book with feminism and stuff like that, because to be honest, most of it is written to be quite jokey and sort of pokes fun at how people poke fun at feminism, and it's kind of role reversal sort of thing, so don't be put off by it like I did when I originally started to read it. I would definitely read Everyday Sexism because there are a few little references to the book that Laura makes in this one, which will make a little bit more sense if you've read that as well. I would definitely say from maybe about the ages of 15 and upwards, I wouldn't be any younger than that, because there are some things in there that, you know, as a younger person, you don't really need to know too much about that yet. Would highly recommend it, and I'm sure that a lot of my friends who I went to uni with are probably sat there thinking, yeah, we told you to read that book years ago and you've not read it yet, and how have you only just finished it? But I finished it in a day, so there we go. Thank you ever so much guys for watching, and I'll be back with another video pretty soon. Again, thank you for watching, bye!